Good morning, Bowser. It is time for our morning announcements. I'm Sam.
And I'm Demi. We're here to bring you the latest in Belzer news.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Today is Wednesday, September 21st. It is International Peace Day.
Today's lunch menu is calzone,
Brunch for lunch,
Italian chef salad,
variety deli sandwich or wrap,
tri-taters,
baked apples.
and fresh veggie tray.
In the news today, Kmart is closing 64 more stores nationwide after continued sales struggle. 64 stores will close in December. The parent company of Kmart, which is also Sears and other stores, had to sell a total of 235 stores in the last year.
In other news, GoPro has announced their new product, a drone with a mounted camera. It is called the Karma and it costs $800. The drone can fold up into your backpack, but sadly, you have to buy the camera separately from the drone. The controller has a touchscreen and joystick.
Eggo Waffles had to call back their waffles in over 25 states, but it was only their whole wheat waffles that were called back. It was due to the fact that there were lots of listeria in the whole wheat waffles, which can hurt anyone with a bad immune system.
Now to Dakarius with the sports and weather update.
Good morning, Bruins. Today's weather will be a high of 87 and a low of 61. Today plays New Gasta away at 5:15. Girls boys soccer play at Clark Pleasant Middle School again. Girls play at 5:30 and boys play at 6:15. Good luck, Bruins. Back to our anchors.
Thank you, Dakarius.
Dino's Club is a time to get trained to work with Dino, our school dog. The club meets after school on Mondays for 7th grade only. The 8th graders interested in this club will meet during C&D lunches on Thursdays. You must have a permission form to attend. Pick one up from Miss Nolan's room in B210.
There's a new Spirit Well available for students to purchase at the bookstore. T-shirts are $10 and sweatshirts are $25.
You can now buy items such as pencils, pens, markers, highlighters, calculators, etc. at the Media Center with box tops. Each box top is usually worth about 10 cents unless marked otherwise.
Just a reminder that you can start yearbook payment plans by taking a down payment of $5 to Miss Trotter in room C110. You can drop off your down payment before or after your lunch period. You will get a pass back to class or lunch if needed. This is a great way to get your yearbook.
Here's today's interesting fact. The average lead pencil will draw a line 35 miles long or write approximately 50,000 English words.
Today's celebrity birthday is Billy Murray, who turned 67 today. He is an American actor and comedian, best known for roles in movies like Ghostbusters, Groundhog Day, and Caddyshack.
On this day in history, in 1780, Benedict Arnold commits treason.
Our quote of the day is from Marcus Aurelius, who once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself and your way of thinking."
Now to Mr. Harsher with the rest of the morning announcements.
Have a great day, Bruins.
Good morning, Bruins. 2 announcements this morning. The first is about our technology. You guys hopefully remember about 2 weeks ago, Mr. Bergman spent quite a few times here on BTV going over all the proper procedures and the do's and don'ts and all of the educational information that you needed regarding your Chromebook. And then we finished that off with an assessment or a quiz. So that was through Canvas in your college prep class. Everybody had access to that for plenty of time. And in speaking with Mr. Bergman this morning, we still have some students who were unable to take that test for a variety of reasons. They weren't at school, their computer wasn't working, whatever the issue may be. So Mr. Bergman has gone ahead and opened that technology quiz in Canvas. Now remember, guys, this is important for us to be able to know for sure that you understand exactly how to care for that device and how to use it properly. So it's important for me to know that all students in this building have pass that quiz. Secondly, for you, it is part of your college prep grade. So even if you, I guess one, if you did not take the quiz, you want to make sure that you do so by Friday. Access to that quiz has been reopened, and you need to make sure that by the end of the school day Friday, you have taken that quiz. If you took the quiz last week and you didn't score very well, and now you understand that it's for a college prep grade and you want to retake that quiz, you also may do that as long as you do so by Friday. So make sure you get that taken care of. That's your responsibility. Another issue I want to talk about today on the idea of being responsible here at school. We made it very clear at the beginning of the school year, even through our Bridging to Belzer transition program, that all students at Belzer are expected to wear their identification badge. Adults in the building as well as students. So we provided every student in this building with an ID and a lanyard at absolutely no cost, with the expectation that you would wear it visibly every day. I noticed this morning as I started taking a glance as I greeted students as they walked in the building that we're getting away from that a little bit. I think some of you might have your ID in your pocket, some of you might not have it at all, and of course, as usual, there is a very, very large number of you who are wearing it visibly just like we asked. So I'm on here today to give everybody a reminder that the expectation in this building is that you have your ID on you at all times. And as a review, number one, first and foremost, it's a safety issue. If I see a teenager in this building that does not have an ID on that shows me that they're a Belzer student, I'm going to question that student and ask them why they're here, for the safety of you and everybody else in the building. Second thing is that I want to make sure all students have that scanner barcode, because shortly here we're going to have our HERO program up and running, and we will be using that program to track students, and it's much quicker if we can just scan your ID. Same thing in the lunch line. Those of you that are having to give the lunch ladies your number or type in your number are holding up the lines a little bit, so it's important there. Teachers, I have encouraged all of you, if you remember, not to allow students to leave your classroom without an ID. So if a student says, can I please go to my locker? Can I please go talk to another teacher? Can I please go to the restroom? If they don't have their ID visibly hanging from their neck, please do not permit that student to leave. We want to make sure that any student in the hallway can be identified as a Belzer student. So I just wanted to give you those quick reminders this morning. Let's make it a great Wednesday.